For now, I'm setting up the other one. It's already set up and it's going live already.
Can you have me a drink then?
Where?
The cooler?
I turned on my transponder.
There's the superstar of the night.
Which one?
I don't care if it's present.
Give him a water.
The water would be nice. Alright.
How's it going, ladies and gents? We're here for night number 7 at Vado Speedway Park, running the Super Truck.
Oh, finally.
Come on down and I'll show you around. That's your YouTube. So we had some work to do this last week. Actually, I kind of took a week off and I didn't do a whole lot, and then I kind of like busted butt the last 2 nights to get it ready. And there was a lot more work to do than I thought, because there's a lot of stuff that was broken or missing. So last race we pulled off the main event at 240 degrees. That's a little hot. Should have been about 25 degrees cooler at least. But it's been hot here in New Mexico. I found one spark plug wire hanging off. I'm not sure if that was the one to go put on or not, but it was my fault because I didn't double check it. And then I found another spark plug wire that was burnt. So there's probably 15 or 20 degrees. What a battery? Give me 1 second.
I don't like these. I don't like the flavor packets.
Oh, for a battery for this racing. Anyway, so I pulled out some of the coolant or water and I put in a VP race thing. It's supposed to reduce engine temperature 25 degrees. I doubt it, but if it reduces 5, that's just a little more every time. Found a few other things. The shock bolt was almost completely off.
That would have been a fun time on the track.
Yeah, it was, yeah. The carburetor, I had to readjust the floats. They were actually a little too high, so I think in the middle of the turn, it was overflowing, and then it would bog out for a second and then take off again. So we adjusted that just right now, as a matter of fact, and brought them down just a wee bit, just enough, so. Again, I want to thank all my sponsors, Sierra Collision and Los Arcos there in TRC, New Mexico. I want to thank RC Business Services out of Las Lunas, New Mexico. Barnett Harley Davidson out of El Paso. Biggest Harley Davidson dealership in the United States. We run the Minnie Mouse for my daughter that passed away named Haley back 5 years ago on my birthday. Sorry. Somebody always makes me wear this thing. Protect Fire, I think they're from out of El Paso. They gave everybody in the pits a 5 or 10 pound fire extinguisher for everybody's pits. The Sullivan family, Mark, he's helped me out a bunch. Project Sullivan, they've helped me out. They do all this live broadcast. Thanks to them, otherwise this wouldn't be happening. Grandpa, he's always been a proud supporter. Now he kind of just sits down and relaxes. I take care of most of it, and you guys help out.
He's retired.
Gogo kind of trained and taught about adjusting air pressures and putting on tear-offs, because his car was ready and then something happened with his electrical all of a sudden last minute.
As it was getting on the trailer today.
So he's going to try to work on that and redo something, figure out why, battery or whatever the reason, and try to come out next weekend.
Nerves are bad.
Again, thank you, Johnstone Supply out of Las Cruces and El Paso. They're the ones that sponsor the truck class. Without them, we wouldn't have any points fund or nothing.
Turn around.
My life's so busy. Between barber school and racing and working full time at the restaurant back in TRC and Tennessee, lucky kid. We went to Tennessee for vacation for the last week, so with grandma. So that's he's lucky. I'd rather, but I don't want. I can't miss barber school. I only got 6 more months, so stay tuned. We're gonna be jumping in the super truck here in a minute. The sprint cars are gonna be rolling up to staging right now. They have 2 heats, and then we're up first in our heat. Our heat 1 out of 2. We start outside pole. I don't know why they keep starting me in the front of the pole position, which I'm dialing my truck in closer and closer, and it's handling better and better, and I see time is getting better, so I'm expecting to do really well hopefully tonight, and at least in the heat race, and maybe we could get off with our first heat race win tonight in the super truck class. The reason why I run red, white, and blue, kind of off the subject. I'm an American. I've always believed in it. Back out of high school, I was in ROTC 7 semesters out of my 8. I wanted to go into the military, and I went and talked to a recruiter. We were ready to get signed up, and the recruiter, and I'm on a stage here. I told him I had cancer whenever I was 7 years old, and the recruiter goes, "Whoa, enough said. You're no longer eligible to sign up for the military." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Because you had cancer, you have more common diseases overseas, so we can't have that liability." He goes, "Now, if something that was ever happened later on in the life and you have to be drafted, you're still available for the draft." So, since I couldn't go into the military, I wanted to do the best I could and at least support my country by running red, white, and blue. I'm always running an American flag, and as a matter of fact, upstairs in the announcer stand, they've known me as Captain America.
Before the movies.
Yeah. This was 17 years ago when I first started. I was Captain America. I've always been red, white, and blue, and 5 different cars. So that's kind of my little story. Why I run white, red, white, and blue. I pay my rims half and half, not a yin yang, half and half, because Grandpa, my dad, was part of a car club in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which that's when Albuquerque was cool. Now it's crap, but that's beside the point. And their car club had half rims like that, and my truck definitely stands out in it catches everybody's eyes, so like focuses them on watching me. So I want them to watch me. Hopefully I do better and better every time I come out. That's what I want to do. That's all we can do. I have a good feeling about tonight. I have a good feeling about this heat race, and more than likely they've been starting us in the heats. The mains, the same as we start in the heat. So that means I might be starting up front in the heat, the main, and I might do pretty good. Who knows? I just gotta put my balls in the freezer, put my steel balls on, and just guide it. Don't take that saying. That came from Corey's dad, Oscar. Put your balls in the freezer and go for it. Don't even worry. So, stay tuned. We're gonna. Are they loading up the sprint cars yet? I'm trying to see if they're lining up sprint cars yet. Yeah, the sprint cars are going on right now. I don't know if you can see them, but they're starting to come through. So we're gonna start getting ready too. It will be a minute, so I don't know if Gilbert's gonna keep this going live or not, but it takes me about 4 to 5 minutes to get ready, my earbuds in, that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. We're starting a heat race.
What do you want out of this heat race?
I'm looking to stay up front. I have a good feeling about it. I start outside pole, and I just want to take off and stay up front. If I finish first, I'll be happy. If I finish second, I'll be happy. As long as I finish, I'll be happy. Then we can run a main event, and everybody goes home safe. It's all about safety. So that's my plan. not like that. It's not like that. My arms just hurt. Keep. It's my nerves acting up. So if I don't keep them straight, keeping them bent like this for a long time really gets to hurting them.
Because that thing doesn't do good when I'm driving. It likes to tweak out while I'm driving a side-by-side.
Well, that tweaks out too. You gotta watch out.
But you do know you have to hold them both, right?
Huh?
You know that one's a tripod, right?
Well, kind of. If the wind blows it over like it just did a second ago, it's not gonna work very well. So you want to go through and tell them why your car's not out here, Go-Go?
So I was getting on. So I was getting it. Sorry, that can distract me. So I was getting on the trailer last night. Well, let's start with this morning. No, last night. And I was up until like 1:30 trying to figure out why it just wasn't starting. I went, opened the trunk, and there it is. Both my battery terminals disconnected. Or not disconnected, melted, I should say. So I redid the ground with a completely brand new cable and connections. Then I just rehooked up the positive because I didn't think that was the issue. And it happened again. By that time, I'm like, well, I can't really do much else. I'm out of wire connections and I'm tired. So I went to bed. Woke up about 8:30 this morning. This guy woke me up behind the camera. So we went to start working on the car, and next thing you know, we're running both brand new lines, positive and negative, with brand new connections on both sides. And we still can't get it to run.
And then our live overheated.
And then our live overheated.
I haven't put them on yet. I'll put them on over there. Oh man, my nerves are killing me in my hand, Mark. Can I hold it for a minute? You need to make some dumplings.
Come on, slow folks!
shoulder harness where it just sits there.
Yeah.
Grandpa. For those of you just turning in, this is the 7th heat race for the Super Trucks at Vado Speedway, just north of El Paso. Out there right now. I don't think these guys are going. I think they're the next heat. We gotta hurry up and get over there. We're gonna miss our heat race. Ah! So those over there are the real stands. These are the pit stands. These aren't the cheap seats, they're the expensive ones.
Yeah. But the worst view, arguably.
Right? I'm gonna go a little bit over here. Now he's got to come over here and get weighed in the infield. Second place win, we'll take it. I don't think he lost any spots.
No. The inside.
That's tragic. Oh, here he comes. All right, let's go back into the pits and see where we're at on this whole thing. Man, that sunset looked good, don't it? Me and Dylan Harris, Racing Life on High, says hi. Man, that name's a mouthful. I didn't even know you could put that many words into a name of a YouTube channel or a YouTube subscriber. Don't let it be said the racers don't do nothing. Oh, they got crews to do that for them. If you guys have any questions for Scott while we come over here for the interview, 20S Super Trucks from the 7th heat race of the season, put them in the comments and I'll try to get them to him. Gogo beat me by a landslide with his side by side. Cooking, buddy, cooking. You're doing good.
All right, so maybe I adjusted the floats too much. In the bottom, in the middle of turns 3 and 4, it was spitting smoother because I ran out of fuel. So I gotta go up with it. Just maybe I went down too far. I gotta go up with it just a smidgen. Felt good.
Dude, you were hooking
How far was third place behind me?
pretty far.
Like really?
And then, yeah.
You're doing good.
And I have more. I gotta get used to the suspension and the way it reacts and
There was a little oversteer. I saw a little oversteer a couple times.
I think it's just the way the steering is. Well, if it's in 3 and 4, it's probably because I ran out of fuel. So whenever the fuel comes back, you gotta re-steer.
Oh.
You can't just stay in the throttle. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't stay in the throttle. If Rabbit would have started where he was supposed to pull, I might have been a better off chance. Because then that guy would have had to get around.
Yeah.
So, which is okay.
What happened to Black?
Huh?
What happened to what's his face? That was supposed to start.
He never showed up?
Really?
The yellow truck?
Yeah.
No, he's over there. I saw his truck. He didn't go race. He might have missed it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or Odie, I wish I could help him out, but he doesn't like nobody's help. You don't finish races if you don't.
Me and Dylan Harris, Racing Life on High, says hi. That's a long name, isn't it?
How are you? Dylan Harris, he races here in Vado Speedway. Nice.
Spuds McKenzie also says hi. I didn't know a dog could type.
So we're here, like I said, we're in Vado Speedway.
Still live.
We finished second in our heat race in the Super Trucks. Granted, a lot of the faster trucks are in heat 2.
Yeah, to be fair.
But number 13 is one of the faster trucks also.
The 11, I was running like crap, and then he pulled in with a bunch of cloud white smoke.
Tragic.
Cliff average. Well, hopefully it gets it going. Hopefully it's something simple. The trucks in the motor is running good. I just got to readjust the floats.
hot.
It ran at 200 degrees when I got off the track.
Better than last.
Well, we got 9 more laps, so next time. But it will be a little cooler. So we'll have to see what happens. I wasn't expecting a track like that because it was almost like 2 lanes. You couldn't go up too high because
It was mud.
there wasn't a whole lot of mud. It was like dry almost.
Really?
It was like dry mud. Yeah, it was dry dirt.
Dude, I've never seen your left rear come up so high. I will say that.
Was it coming up a little high? Yeah, that was one of them shocks.
Yeah, it was. You just see every time he set into the corner in 3, the left went up, and then it went pop, and then he had to resteer.
I did have some help a few weeks back from a local racer named Pete Vargas, and he helped me out with some shocks. He goes, dude, I got these old shocks. They're just sitting in a bucket. Take them, try them, see what you like about them. If you like them, I'll give you a good deal on them. Well, give me a damn good deal. I've yet to pay him that good of a deal. No, I have. I went over to his shop yesterday, and he was on a road trip or something. I don't know. So I'll see him next weekend, and I message him. But night and day difference in the race truck. From way the fuck, pardon my French, way in the back to now second in the heat race is a big deal.
Yeah.
Of a matter of just some old shocks that nobody was using anymore. So if you want to build a race and be semi-competitive, maybe not win, but semi-competitive, and have a fun time with the other drivers right next to them, there's used parts out there that I don't mind running used parts. I built my motor off of used parts. My whole rotating assembly I bought used. So if you want to race, boy race, you can do it. You just have to catch the right deals at the right time. Sometimes you do have to know the right people, or you have to know somebody that knows the right person. Everything I've upgraded on this truck this last year has been all used parts. And I've been very thankful that I watch out for the right deals. So I'm able to be semi-competitive. I'm not expecting to win top 3. I know my chassis knows top 3. My motor, I think, can do it with the right driver, with me have more seat time. But now I have a suspension to be maybe top 5. So right now, after I pay for the shocks, I have $3,700 in a race truck, and everybody else is running 15 grand minimum. That's pretty good. So I do encourage the poor boy racer that it is possible. And used, just because they're used parts doesn't mean they're bad parts. Maybe somebody's got a lot of money that could just throw a couple of year old stuff away. That's still good. So I want to thank Pete Vargas for helping me out with that deal. I'm sure he doesn't watch these, but somebody does, and I hope you relay the message that he did help out a bunch. Sullivan Racing, appreciate you, Pete. Stay tuned. We got a main event coming up, probably in about an hour. I am going to readjust the floats, and it's probably the back float more than the front float. So stay tuned. We're going to plan to keep up with the pack and play around with the top 5. That's my plan.
Watching this live,
So
now we're going to
stay tuned, and we'll see you again in a little while.
How are we going to run live?
Hold on.
Yes.
If you've been watching this long, you might as well subscribe.
Oh, I already clicked the X on this
I
one.
lost my rubber to my earpiece.
And remember, don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Check in your ear.
No, it fell out. I was untangling them and it fell off the thing.
Wow, that's the worst one.